I want to see, is Dorian Etheridge okay? What, there's a lot of things that I want to know from the Louisville side of the game.
Right.
That makes you almost not care about Western.
But what I'm saying is Western will expose a real tackling flaw if that's real.
Yeah.
Repeat. Western Kentucky on Saturday night will expose Van Gorder's tackling flaw if that's a real thing.
Yeah.
And you'll see it with your own two eyes. Right?
Sure.
And again, we're going to put it on Van Gorder, but when you see it with your own eyes, you're going to say, we don't have the dudes.
Yeah. No, I think
like we don't have, because here's the thing. Until they start wanting to tackle for loss, wanting to get stats, tackles, TFLs, tackles for loss.
Sure.
Until you hunt after those, you can't just corral opponents.
Yeah.
Western Kentucky is the first level of athlete that, hey, open space, every team has some of these guys.
Yeah.
We watch it in basketball all the time. There's always 2 or 3 guys on Moorhead, Western, Murray that you say, damn, why is he on our team? Mm-hmm. Why isn't that guy on our team?
Yeah, no, for sure.
There's 5 guys from Louisville that says I cannot wait.
Yeah.
To get out in a one-on-one bubble screen with Russ Yeast.
Yeah, well, but with everything you're saying right now, I think there's another side to it, and the other side is if Louisville comes out and looks really good, don't allow that to be discredited with.
Oh, right,
because it will be. It will be immediately. It will be.
Will it?
I'm talking locally and stuff. Yeah, yeah. You'll hear a lot of they're 2-1, but they beat Indiana State Western.
They lost to Maine.
yeah. That will be the kind of the
as if like, but then isn't it fascinating? Like every team who had an FCS struggled with their FCS.
Yeah.
Does that mean every team that played the FCS is just crap?
No.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Right. Like. The best of the best have to get it right.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, I heard Brandon Lang gave a stat on with Drew Diener the other day where they were talking about Alabama playing Arkansas State, and it was kind of shocking. Said Alabama hadn't covered in so many years over an FCS team right before an SEC opener.
Right.
I mean, it's like that. You would think Alabama over FCS. They beat Louisville by 37. You're looking like, well, my God. I mean, they should kill anybody. At FCS, but
right.
It's different. I mean, it's a different mindset. It's a different everything.
And the coaching is different. Like
absolutely,
like is. You hope that what you see out of the Western Kentucky game is get the ball in.
Love him.
I know you do. Get the ball in somebody's hands and let them make an individual play with great blocking.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any digging into the bag of plays. You know, like to me, that's where we're going to find out, is there a problem?
Right.
Because like I said, if you have to pull a lot of kind of tricks out for this Western Kentucky situation, that's another problem. That's the offensive problem. The defensive problem is the jet sweep. Can our linebacker, our outside linebacker, come up and tackle on a jet sweep? Because I'm telling you, people, they're going to be blocking, and there's going to be a guy in open field, one-on-one.
Yeah,
and if he misses,
there is speed there. I mean,
the quarterback runs. If you're not attacking the ball carrier, if you're just waiting for them to read you and then recover, man, watch it. Watch it for yourself. Like, this is not pseudo narrative headed into Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like if I was a betting guy, I'm taking unders because this team's going to be the most. This Western Kentucky is going to be more motivated than your Indiana State team, of course. They're going to be the most motivated team outside of Florida State.
Oh, without question.
Just hair on fire, crazy.
Well, that's what I say. I mean, that's why when the NCAA tournament draw always comes out, do you remember up in Indianapolis, we're watching the selection, And I remember watching it actually with my father-in-law. Me and you had talked about it the day before. Everybody knew Northern Kentucky was going to be a 15 or so. And I remember saying, like, when we drew Jacksonville State, I was like, yes. You kind of give that extra, like, I know we would beat them probably, but I mean, what Northern Kentucky? I think Kentucky up there. I mean, they were hanging for a little bit.
There's always always a Kenneth Fareed somewhere.
Yeah. And it's all it takes. No, seriously, there's a Kenneth Fareed, and it's all it takes is one margin of error. Preston Knowles breaks a foot, you lose. You had one, if Preston Knowles don't break his foot, Louisville probably ekes that one out. It's another, it's another game where you're like, they almost got him.
Yeah. Your 7-point free throw down the stretch. We're up 4. We get to the line.
But the margin of error, man.
8-point win.
Yeah, you're very small there when you play those, and I don't like that.
In-state rivalries have the least margin of error.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's basketball, but I'm saying I put that into football as well. That's why going into that NIT game last year, I'm not going to lie to you. Going into that game, I remember saying I didn't want to go because I told you. Now nobody could have expected what we had.
There's no excuse you.
No
excuse you.
What?
Nobody could have expected.
Well, the crowd. I mean,
excuse you.
You thought that NIT crowd was going to be that good?
Steve, how dare you?
I don't.
How dare you?
I'm off here.
Oh my God!
What?
Brian, did you hear him?
I did.
Nobody expected, Brian. Do you remember what I was saying leading up to the NIT? I said that's going to be a packed house chomping at the bit.
You did?
You don't remember that, Steve?
No, I don't. I believe you. I don't remember it.
Man, when he started saying Brian, I had remnants of that promo that we used to run for. Now, Brian.
Brian. So, yeah. Okay. Well, Marcus thought the NIT crowd was going to be good. I didn't. So I mean,
oh man, this is disappointing.
I was worried about that game.
That's why
I do remember Marcus saying that.
I believe it.
Steve didn't even come do the pregame show with me, Brian.
No, I was like, because I thought, I'll be honest, I thought that I was like, Northern Kentucky's going to be here for this game. Like Northern Kentucky's going to be here to win.
I knew they still won.
And I thought for sure, I was like, okay, Northern Kentucky's going to come in here and beat them. And we're going to, I don't really want to be involved with this.
No, to me,
of course I went.
You're fresh off to Virginia. You're starting.
It was rowdy.
You're acting like you're acting like you want to play these young players. People are here for this.
Yeah, I mean,
shame on you.
I thought people would be there. I didn't think it'd be that crazy. But the point is,
it was fun.
I mean, it was awesome. I mean,
speaking of basketball, Steve, I think that's enough Western Kentucky for the first, couple minutes of the morning. ACC.
Thanks, guys. It was fun to listen to you guys talk about Western.
Yeah, you're welcome. By the way, when did we start running? All of a sudden, we're running Western Kentucky promos.
Hey, because we're playing this weekend.
That's what I say. No, I love it. I love the marketing.
But you know what's funny is
it's perfect.
You can actually listen to the WKU broadcast of the game.
It's on 680, right?
Yeah, on 680 this weekend.
This weekend.
Yeah, you can get a live game coverage that way.
That may be a unique way to listen to it.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that's not a bad idea. I've always wondered. Now I'm very. Marcus makes fun of me. And I know it's on another station, all right? So don't make it awkward, okay? Marcus, what do you want me to say? I mean, you want me to ignore the fact that Louisville has a radio call?
It's under ESPN Louisville format. There we go.
But I bring earbuds, and I like to listen to the call of the game.
Oh, yeah.
But I have thought about how interesting it would be in a big game to go and listen to the other
the
call.
Opposing?
Yeah, like a Florida State game. Go listen to the Florida State call during the game or something.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But that'd be kind of cool. So my point is, maybe it would be cool to
be a nightmare.
While you're watching the game, flip on ESPN 680 and check it out.
That's what they do in the Final Four. They put the different broadcasts for each team.
Have you ever watched one of those?
I have.
Oh, what?
I haven't.
Oh, I have.
Watch the what?
The Final Four when they do the two homer casts.
Yes.
I've never turned one on.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, block your Twitter. Block your Twitter.
Really?
If you watch an opponent's cast of your team playing, you better take your phone away ASAP.
Yeah.
Because you'll turn it up. Look at Jalen getting smoked out there. Oh my God.
That was that one play.
That was the one play.
Brian, that was the one I called you about.
They just showed my son on TV.
That's the one play they pick.
Getting burnt by Martavius
The
Bryant.
one freaking play. Martavius Bryant's had a million plays.
I know, right?
And that's the one they pick.
Martavius Bryant runs a 4.2. Son's a linebacker.
They're coming after you.
Point being, Steve.
They made that call right now. They're like, Steve, I wish you would talk about a radio call on another channel. Throw his son up there getting busted right now.
And that was preseason. You could have done something better than that.
Typed it in and
bang.
Send it.
If you listen to an opponent's radio call, you're going to turn into a Twitter warrior that day.
I believe that.
Yeah, because like we don't do that. Like you don't want to bait in an entire fan base to make you the representation of, crap talking. Just like you don't want to do that. It will happen if you try. It's the worst thing.
If Louisville ever gets, Louisville hasn't been back to the Final Four since they started that. If they get there, I would imagine Drew Diener would probably be in the running for getting that call. They show it again. I'm telling you, that's just me. That's on me.
Just showed it again.
That's on me. My bad.
Right?
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
I was just going to say, surely he would at least bring us along so we could. I mean, I think me, you, and Drew, we could do a Homer cast, right?
I didn't understand what you meant. I'm
saying Drew would. I don't know that he would get it, but I would assume he would be in the running.
I could not do a lot. I mean, listen, you can work that out with Drew and everybody. No, I don't got.
Can you imagine us calling the Final Four game on national TV?
I cuss way too much.
Oh, heck, I will.
No, you kidding me?
Yeah. Steve's drinking, cussing, smoking.
No, and here's my favorite quote. That's a foul. How many times do I say that during a basketball game?
Steven's burning himself with cigarettes.
That's a foul.
I hate this game.
You have to call that.
I know.
No, yeah, but point being, let's transition a little bit to ACC schedule.
Okay, let's do that.
Do you have that ready to go?
I got it right here.
Okay.
Of course I got it because Kenny Klein's the SID.
You know what? It's funny you said that. You said right before the ACC schedule, we needed a compiled Louisville form of the ACC schedule. Steve Rummage sits right in the studio and he says to me, "Come on, surely Kenny Klein will have this together." He said, "Oh, there it goes."
Yep. Oh, I know.
Okay, so Steve, take a deep breath. Louisville fan base, take a deep breath. ACC schedule. Let's do it.
The University of Louisville has now compiled their entire basketball schedule with times, dates, and TV.
Okay, you have the entire schedule here.
I have the entire schedule.
Okay, people, let's relax. Because here's what I want you to do. Don't let this be just some information overload where you're just listening to names. I want you to picture the team and picture what we're up against on every single day that he lists.
Okay. We know the out-of-conference schedule, correct?
Pretty much.
Okay. So we know already that, man, I'll tell you what. Let me just time out real quick. Beats are absolute trash.
And that is our Beats break on 93.9.
God have mercy on your soul if you go out and purchase any one of these crap headphones.
Maybe if you treated them with a little more respect, Steve.
These suck.
You treat them like crap.
These suck.
You treat them oh, God.
I will throw those things through a window. All right. So headphoneless Steve. I'll get some headphones in the next break. Don't worry about it. We know the out-of-conference schedule for the most part. You know that you play Tennessee. You know that you're going to play either Kansas or Marquette, both of who will probably be ranked. You know you're going to play Michigan State at home. I'm not discrediting any of these.
New ones are coming. You're going to sponsor. Hey, listen, you better not send Steven Beats and not send me some. You kidding me?
Don't send me beats.
You want to take free beats, Steven?
I take free beats.
I know you would. I'll reset with some candy apple beats.
Yeah, suck.
Oh God, they got to be over the ear though.
It made me hate. Almost makes me want to listen to East Coast rap only. Like Dr. Dre, crap. You're crap. Your product's crap. Death Row Records was crap. All this stuff. They would.
Boy,
I didn't mean that last
the,
one.
the ghost of Suge Knight gonna come get you.
He's not dead.
He might as well be. He's gonna do a lot of time.
That's fair. Probably well deserved. At Seton Hall, at IU, Kentucky at home. I just wanted to go over that
remind
again
people how
to remind
difficult
you.
the out of conference schedule is before you go in conference.
I'll do some notable in conference because look, you go look at the schedule. All right, but
Don't waste my time.
Louisville's going to open up their conference schedule on a Sunday at 6 p.m. against Miami.
We open with Miami at home?
Open with Miami at home.
Chris Mack has to open
with Miami at home.
Adidas Miami, huh?
Then he goes to Pittsburgh.
With FBI, all good here, Miami.
Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, nothing's wrong with that.
Another 3 guys under investigation go to Miami.
Miami, who just went and replaced their turnover chain with a $100,000 chain that their players wear on the sideline.
Yes, people, that is true what Steve just said. They had a gimmick turnover chain last year. Now it's $100,000 chain that they're going to be throwing on their players' necks after turnovers.
Yeah, so that's fun. At Pittsburgh, then his third game.
At Pittsburgh? Well, see,
okay.
Stop it, Steve.
Okay.
Stop doing that.
Okay, I'll stop.
You remember watching Paget up in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
You remember
Please,
watching...
for the love of God, don't ever compare Chris Mack's team to a David Paget team.
I was going to go backwards from that
You
moment.
just said, do you remember seeing... I remember seeing Paget. I'll never get that image burned out of my brain for the rest of my life.
That's when we thought he was turning the corner.
Oh, that's when you thought he was turning the
You
corner.
thought he was,
I
too,
never
Steve.
thought he was turning the corner.
We'll go get... Radio has all the podcasts. Brian does an excellent job of documenting your audio.
By 70. No,
they won.
My point exactly. I think Chris Mack will be fine.
Jeff Cable's there now?
Yeah. I mean, it's different. It is different. I'll give you that. Pittsburgh is different.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll give you
that. But what I'm saying is don't scoff at any of these games anymore.
But just don't let your argument be David Paget. Okay, all right. I mean, they won. Well, yes.
I gracefully bow out.
Okay, but to your point, that is a Jeff Capel-led Pittsburgh team.
Yes,
now.
these ACC teams are no joke.
Yeah, right, and that's fair. The third game, a Saturday noon game in Chapel Hill.
The third game of Welcome to the ACC, Coach Mack.
Trash.
Third game of Welcome to ACC, Coach Mack. You get Carolina on a Saturday in Chapel Hill.
In Carolina. Like, that's ridiculous. So, which, I mean, not ridiculous. I mean, it's fair. I'm just saying. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Welcome to the best conference.
Because actually, they've spread out pretty well this year. I mean, you can't really complain.
They had to do Louisville. They're doing Louisville a favor.
Boston College at home.
We got to waste them.
That should be a game you say, look.
They lost 2 guards.
No, Kyle Bowman's still there.
Damn it.
The red hair Kyle Bowman. He's there.
I'm not worried about him. If you can't check him, dude.
Yeah. At Georgia Tech, it's another game you should win.
I can't be getting busted by
I know.
Boy.
Yeah, you should win. NC State at home.
See, all these games have a storyline to them.
But here's the thing. Then now I'm gonna do this just these two.
See,
real
all
quick
these are like all these are losable games and very winnable games.
They are, but here. Okay, then you go Pitt at Wake Forest. Now the reason I say it so quick is because you could end January on a nice little run. Boston College at Georgia Tech, NC State, Pittsburgh at Wake Forest. But then you play February.
I'm listening.
North Carolina at home at either 2, 4, or 6. So we don't know what time that's going to be.
Oh, man, Coach.
It's on a Saturday. How about this one? North Carolina at home on Saturday. On Monday night at 7 at Virginia Tech.
God,
That's a tough one. Then at Florida State, Duke at home on a Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. You're going to get the national stage there. Clemson at home. At Syracuse, we know we got history there on a Wednesday night. Virginia at home on noon on a Saturday. That's one you're going to circle because you say, okay, all right, let's see what the new guy can do with the Virginia Demon. At Boston College. Then your last two games, you finish up Notre Dame at home on a Sunday on CBS. Then at Virginia, a Saturday at 4, 6, or 8. That's something, man.
You might as well listen. You listen to that, and it's like, I don't know. You're not allowed to be just kind of a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, either you like Louisville. If you like Louisville, it's worth your money to go ahead and get your season tickets. Like if this schedule and this year and Chris Mack and knowing, like your moment in history, your time and space in history, and what you've been going through, and if this doesn't say, let me go ahead and get my season tickets, right? Mm-hmm. Let me get to any red and white scrimmages.
Yep.
It's time to start learning.
And you have one on the 21st of October. Louisville Live on the 29th of September. You got a lot coming.
On the 29th of September.
28th or 29th. I don't know. It's that weekend.
Yeah, does it matter?
It don't matter.
Right. That, like, a lot of times that's why I don't need a schedule, because I'm going to hear about it enough to know that. And when it's time to go, like, I don't care what else I had scheduled. Like, I'll cancel anything.
This is the most Crumb-esque schedule I think we've had.
Thank you for that, Steve.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair to say. I mean, just home games, Marcus, in the Yum Center. Michigan State, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, Virginia, Notre Dame, Miami.
Steve, do the listeners a favor.
Yeah.
And start over.
Okay. Just in the Yum Center this year. Not anywhere else.
In Louisville, Kentucky.
In Louisville, Kentucky.
What are you worried about?
I kept hearing something.
Yeah, I heard like the emergency service broadcast.
Yeah. I'm like, everything okay? Are we okay?
Do we need to evacuate?
Because in this studio, we can't see the outside world. So
no, that's funny. We have no idea what the weather is like outside at all. Soundproof booth. Go ahead.
Michigan State.
In the Yum. Tom
Izzo and Michigan State in the Yum Center.
How are we even going to face Tom Izzo? Why aren't they all in jail?
I know.
Why isn't that whole university in jail now?
Well, with the new information, that's a great question. John Calipari in Kentucky.
Why aren't they?
I'm with you.
I'm just kidding.
Roy Williams in North Carolina.
Why aren't they in jail? Right?
Yeah.
They didn't even have to respond to a Freedom of Information Act.
I know.
To Adidas. Yeah, we don't do that here at Kansas.
Mike Bray in Notre Dame. Nothing. Okay.
Wait a minute. What kind of scandal does? Oh, with your girl who got to participate on Dancing with the Stars outside of every amateurism rule that ever existed on the face of the NCAA earth.
That's true. That's true.
Boy, we play some damn cheaters.
You know, I can't even remember Virginia's coach name. What's Virginia's coach's name? You lose to a 16. Why aren't you in jail? You lose to a 16 seed. I don't even know his name.
That's a good point.
What's his freaking name?
I'm blanking.
It's totally slipping my mind. What's Virginia coach's name?
Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett.
You know what?
When you lose to a 16,
you know what? No.
I cut you off.
Don't scoff at the fact that neither one of us knew his name. You know why? Because people are in their car.
Yeah.
And people are in their offices. And they're in the restaurants.
Yeah.
And they're getting ready to open the restaurants for the day. And then their auto body shops. And you know what? All of them are going, oh man, what's that guy? But you know what?
I know.
When coach is on the hot seat, hey, Tony Bennett, baby, You know all the landscape coaches' names when you don't like your coach.
Yeah.
You like your coach. You forget
That's a good point.
everybody on the planet.
That's a good point.
It's the same thing that gets brought up. Everybody knows all these Tom Hermans and these so-and-so names from some random colleges that are getting their arse handed to them on a daily basis. People know the Purdue special teams coach right now because they want to be a smart aleck about your coach.
That's fair.
You get Chris Mack, you don't know anybody.
Yeah, no.
Who's the Miami coach? You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, I know him because he's been FBI investigation. Yeah. He's beaten the whole time.
Speaking of that, Jim Larinaga and Miami will come to the Center.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But still.
Aren't they in jail? And Coach K. They'll be here too.
I don't even have a Duke. Why aren't they in jail?
I'm too scared to ask.
Yeah, Duke is above. They're above the law.
Yeah,
they're the only people that I just say, listen, they're literally above the law.
That's the type of stuff I'll wake up with a horse head in my bed or something.
Yeah, like, I mean, legitimately.
Yeah,
I don't even listen. I don't even complain about Duke.
No, I don't either.
Head?
I don't either.
You know, Godfather, Horsehead. You didn't get that reference, Brian?
Oh, I got you.
I'm sorry, Brian. My beats are crap, so I can't hear anything.
Bennett, all right.
So you're just talking. You're just
Steve has no idea what you're saying, Brian.
Yeah, so
don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's gonna be tough, man. That is something. I mean, for
Chris Mack got his hands full
year one, but he knew it. He knew the schedule.
And speaking of. Can I derail for 1 second?
Yeah.
I got a big problem.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start this big problem with a happy birthday, Christy Mack.
Hey, happy birthday.
I got a huge problem with one Christy Mack.
Oh, yeah.
You curious about this one?
I'm dying to know.
So, apparently, it's her birthday. Apparently, Coach Chris Mack, tweets it out to the world, right? And in his tweet, he makes a reference to a coach who makes a comment, basically letting the world know what her age is, right? Now, you know we don't do ages, right? I need people to listen and follow along with me because I need you to tell me if I should have a problem. I mean, I got plenty of problems, but this is a big one, Steve. You know we don't do ages, so I'm particularly sensitive to ageism. Right?
Yeah, ageism.
He identifies her age. Then I realized I was talking to her, the other day for probably an hour. Right? Throw that in there, right?
Right. Fair.
Over there at the basketball office. 1 hour at minimum. We're talking basketball. We're watching the guys play. She's a basketball head. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a legit, she's a psycho. Like, she's going to be a psycho when the game starts. She's probably going to have to be in one of those booths or something. Like, she can't sit courtside, I don't think.
Right.
Or she's going to have to be like us. Like, somebody's going to have to tie her hands down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't cheer and you can't do all that. You can't go crazy, Christy.
We do it anyway.
Right. So I'm talking for at least an hour, and we find out that we have a lot of mutual friends. Like, so she's a basketball head, so she's kind of, we're the same age, almost. She makes a statement to me that I distinctly remember. Oh yeah, growing up, I was watching you, right? Mm-hmm. Ouch.
Yeah.
Right? At the time, I didn't know her.
Sweet little Christy playing with dollhouses, watching you play.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Mm-hmm. Right? Because I had no idea. She looks very, very young. Mm-hmm. So, but I know, like, we have mutual friends. We, like I said, basketball world, same circles, right?
Yeah.
She says that statement growing up watching you play. So, yeah, Dollhouse Christy Mack was watching Marcus on TV.
Yes.
Ouch, but I could tolerate it.
Sure.
So then, fast forward to the day, and I find out she's older than me.
Wow.
By a couple of days.
Hey, regardless.
Right. Like, yes, Christy, my birthday's coming up too.
Yeah.
But you owe me an apology.
That's fair.
Because I left the basketball office feeling like, damn, I grew up watching you play.
Yeah.
Ouch.
The coach at the University of Louisville's wife now is grow up watching you play.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where you're at.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, and I left there like, you know, like I get up.
I said, Christy, you was 35 when I was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Growing up watching you play.
Yeah.
Ouch. So listen, does Christy owe me an apology, Steve?
Yeah. Yeah, she does. No, I had to think about it for a second.
Brian, what do you think? If
he's not here.
He can't.
Yeah, he's gone.
No, like it scarred me a little bit.
No, yeah, that's fair.
And like I said, and this morning, like I said, when I read that tweet and I saw that age, and I'm like, woman, I can't just get mad at you. I almost tweeted at her. You're older than me talking about you're gonna watch. I refrained from that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't like that, Steve.
No, that's fair. That's a fair beef. Like
it's like when people call you sir, you don't like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't care. I feel like respect is due.
Steve, when people call you sir, you're
hey man. Man, I'm 31. All right. Time out.
It's like if some young person's like, okay, Pops, we got you. You're like, oh.
Hey. 31 with 2 kids, man.
Even though technically you are Pop, but it's no, I'm not Pops yet.
Yeah.
Punk.
Yeah.
Get out my face.
Yeah. Punch a kid. Right now. Yeah. Come on.
Right. Don't do that to me.
No, yeah, that's totally fair though, man. Yeah. So we'll be exposed. Actually, I'm
going to take that up with her.
Yeah, and we'll have her on to talk about. So, should be a good interview. We need to have her on soon.
There is no way in the world I'm exposing her because she's way too honest. She's way too honest. She's way too real.
Yeah.
to be talking about sports.
Well, yeah, Chris came home and said this guy sucked. And
yes. No, that's what you'll get. This dude, I mean, he's like, I don't know how this guy even made a team. Much less, you know, he won't be. He'll never play on my team.
Yeah, when Chris got here, he seen this kid and was like, oh crap.
Don't use any names, making any jokes.
You could have made the team in Xavier. Oh God.
Yeah, right. Like I said, the problem is she knows way too much about basketball.
Yeah, that's fair.
For her to be on the radio, just unloading.
That's fair.
And she's his therapist. You know what I'm saying? When he's angry at whatever kid's not listening.
Yeah.
And we don't need that information.
No, that's information I don't care to hear.
Speculation is safer on the radio.
Absolutely.
Because you can always go back and deny it. On the second hour, we might go to your interview. We might talk a little NCAA. People,
got a few things to talk.
There's an NCAA problem. There's another rule change, or we have a clearer picture of the rule change. Got to go into
just throw to it.
Yeah, no, I think there's a little bit there that's questionable, but a lot of things, man. I mean, Jalen Withers was on, like I said, with LSL. I think we will definitely kind of hit a little bit of that. A lot of stuff to talk about. A couple big visits this weekend.
I don't want to go past the NCAA conversation. That's got to be had. Middays with Marcus Maben. Quick commercial break, even though we went to 4 hour. 8150 93.9 is the number.
If I can't beat another jeweler's price on a diamond, I will give you my diamond for free.
That's Genesis Diamonds Vice President